Hello guys. So, bike focus, it is time. As I said in the last clip, run's in a good place. Let's get the bike up to scratch.
How do you do?
Welcome folks to today's workout video, which is a Zwift workout called which I think is because it's basically a couple of pyramid sets. See what they did there? Oh, pretty slick, huh? Right, so this workout is going to be the first of probably a 6-week block for me, where I'm bringing my bike hopefully up to where I think my running is. My running is in a decent place. My bike, I haven't got that evidence, that feel that I'm in the right place. So a bit more emphasis on the bike coming up, and this is the first session of that ilk, so to speak. So welcome to the session. No idea how it's going to go. Did a strength session yesterday in the gym and an easy run, track session on Wednesday. Today is Saturday, so that is quite compressed for me in terms of recoveries and key sessions. Normally I'll have more recovery days between the key sessions, but I feel okay. Let's see how it goes, and hopefully it'll be decent. So let's rock. Right then, welcome aboard. We are on the warm-up of this pyramid set called the Egyptian Zwift workout. The warm-up is quite straightforward, bit of a ramp up, a couple of leg openers at 250 watts, which is about 4.2 watts per kilo for me. And after the warm-up, it is pyramid set. 2 pyramid sets in the whole session, and the way I see it going, I think, would be the first pyramid set is going to hurt and be very uncomfortable, but that will get me in the groove, and then I'm thinking the second set will feel a bit more fluid, shall we say. Let's see how it goes. So each pyramid set starts off, sorry, I'm reading the screen, 3-minute effort, no, a 4-minute effort, 175 watts, ramp up 4 minutes, 185, 3 minutes, 220 watts, and then 1 minute, 250 watts, and then pyramid back down, 220, 185, 175. So this is the intensity level that I need right now, in that it's good strength, but it only really goes above FTP for 1 minute, and then maxes at the 3-minute sweet spot part of the pyramid. But the fact that the pyramid is continuous over a period of about 20 minutes, so that's 20 minutes of good strength work. So that's a good period for this stage to take the bike up another notch. Okay, let's finish this warm up. Right then, so a bit warmer now, that's for sure. So I've gone over the peak of the first pyramid, so really start to bite. 3 minutes at 220 watts, which isn't big power, but when you're a lightweight like myself, it hurts. And then we went into a minute, 250 watts, just to top off, and then back down 3 minutes, 220 watts. Yeah, coming back down to 220 watts didn't feel any different. It never does. you've got to hang in there and wait for a slow recovery. So I'm now on the next stage down, 4 minutes 185 watts, and only now is my heart rate really starting to come down. So I'm wearing a heart rate monitor for reference today, first time in a while. So I topped out about 148 beats per minute at the peak of the pyramid at 250 watts. So I'm now halfway into the descending 4 minutes 185 watts, and it's still 142. So it's a combination of accumulated fatigue and the actual intensity. So after this, 4 minutes 175 watts, which will feel pretty much the same, and then 4 minutes recovery before we repeat the pyramid. So let's see what the heart rate does and how a second set feels. Will it feel any more fluid? Not so sure. That one bite, that was for sure. Okay, stand by. Right, so on the recovery now after the first pyramid. A welcome break. Yeah, it was quite hard. I think it was more difficult because of the weights conditioning session yesterday in the legs, but that's good. It's not horrendous. So it's that fine balance of maintaining the intensity and progression and getting enough recovery. So tomorrow definitely recovery. So where are we going with the rest of this set then? Well, 4 minute spin, about 2 watts per kilo, feels great. Heart rate's back down to 120. Interestingly, on the heart rate, and I rarely do training by heart rate, it's more on feel, but as I peaked at 250 watts, top of the pyramid, I hit about 148 beats per minute, and it only went back roughly sort of, I don't know, 9 beats, back to around 140 as I finished the last set of 175 watts on the descent. So, not a big difference in the heart rate. So we'll see what it's like on the second set. I expect it to creep up just because of the time in the bag of the whole session. The heart rate, we will get heart rate creep the longer we ride and put out any sort of effort. But I would expect it to go above 150, that's for sure. But it's more about the feel in the legs. So yeah, and of course the whole block, the pyramid block, must be done in the time trial position for the specifics of the race coming up in March, in the aero position at various intensities. Got to be good. I think the gloves are coming off. I'm warm. Let's go! We're on second set, 220 watts, so coming towards the top of the pyramid. Heart rate's already at 147, which is what it topped out at on the last set. Let's get in the groove and concentrate. Boom! We're done. Good session in the end. and I think my perception was right in that the second pyramid set did feel not easier, but just more in the groove. Often the way with me, it takes me a while to get going, which is okay. It reminds me I need to work into any intensity, high intensity work, be it a race or a session. That's what I do on the running track. It's no different on the bike for me. I guess it's all about knowing your body and how to get the best out of yourself. But the session itself, yeah, really good. Pleased with that. Lots of time trial, position work, locked in, felt good. The only bit, like I said on a previous video, really I need to focus on, not necessarily straight away, is riding my time trial bike out on the road so I can get used to the dynamics of the environment, how the bike feels when a gust of wind comes, deep rim wheels, all that kind of stuff, to feel confident riding at speed, tucked in a time trial bike. I think I can pick that up pretty quickly from past experience. Let's wait for some warmer weather. It's pretty cold today. Okay, so that's that session wrapped up. Pleased with that. I think the bike's in a good place. Could be better, probably 10% lower in terms of form than my run, but I've got time. Coming up to mid-January soon, 2 months prep, so I really am entering this phase of ramping up the intensity yet again, start bringing in some real sort of VO2 max, dipping into that kind of top end level. And yeah, history has shown that when I start doing that, I can leave it quite late. If I do it too early, I sort of go over the top, blow a gasket. It's about timing for me, so I'll ease into it gradually and ease back if I need to get the form perfect when I need it. Okay, that's enough of me waffling on. I think the oxygen depletion is getting to my brain. Thanks for joining. Remember, keep running, keep biking, and keep running, and I'll see you next time.